Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiana and today I'm back with another episode of the Pack Legacy Challenge. So before we get started, a couple of updates. Number one, I am sick. So if I sound a little under the weather or like super stuffy, that is why. And I will also probably be muting a little bit more frequently than I normally do so that I can blow my nose and take care of all that nasty stuff. So apologies in advance for all of that. As far as the game is concerned, I did update. Before I updated, I tried to record an episode of the series last week and it just did not go well. So I needed a little bit of time to make sure that I could update all of the mods that needed to be updated before I could record. And then when I did record the first time, it just randomly stopped recording in the middle of the episode. So just know that if I sound a little bit more annoyed than I normally do with my game, that is why. So we're just going to be re-recording essentially everything that I did the first time I put this episode together. Alright, so that aside, a couple of updates on stuff that I did with The Sims specifically since the last time we met. We do remember that Zoe moved in, so Zoe Patel is now our girlfriend and she lives with us, and Asher does want to get engaged to Zoe, so we're going to be doing that in this episode. A couple of other things that I did change Zoe's aspiration. So she had Friend of the World and that just seemed exhausting. I don't want to do that. So I gave her Bodybuilder, which actually aligns a lot better with just the overall kind of storyline that she's following as a fitness influencer. So we're going to have her continue to move forward with the bodybuilder as an aspiration. Also, let me know if you think that we need to put some bucket list items here for her. We do have some for Asher. We can complete some for her as well. And I did also set up a club for her. It's called the Strength Collective. I did this because I don't know if you recall the last couple of times that we went to the gym in the series, the gym was super empty. So I wanted to make sure that she had some people who could at least just be in the gym working out while she's there. So we have Jay Huntington, we have Dina and Nina, we have Don Lothario and Johnny Zest, and then I also added in Leslie and Mark from Strangerville. And the tasks are to do yoga, lift free weights, use a spinning bike, work out, and be friendly. So we will be using this group every time we have to go to the gym for something. What else did I do? I did make some updates to our little house. I added in some more appliances. I think Zoe is a lot more of a cook at home, like make sure that we're eating healthy food kind of sim. So I wanted to make sure that we had some more appliances in order to make sure that we could do that. And then I don't know if we've spent any time out here really, but I did upgrade the backyard area. So I used some of the stuff from Harry's most recent set. So we've got like a little outdoor kitchen area over here, and then I put down some new seating. So I'm pretty sure that is everything that I have changed. Oh, we also have our luggage over here. So because Asher does want to propose, I do like to make proposals in my game really special. I don't like to just like have them randomly stand in their house and propose. So he is going to be taking her on a trip for a couple of days. We're going to be going to Windenburg, and he is going to be planning a really special proposal there. At least a proposal. I don't know how special it's going to be, but at least they'll be out of town. So that's why their luggage is over here. So Zoe is currently working on her job. Oh, that's the other thing. I did change the hours for her job. So instead of her working 7 to 11, I changed it to 10 to 2. I just thought that that would make a lot more sense, especially once they start having kids and stuff, because that's just not a great time for her to be working on separate tasks. She won't be able to like have dinner with the kids and do all that other stuff. So we definitely wanted to make sure that we updated that. So that is the last thing I think that I have to add in from like a what happened since the last episode perspective. I will actually go ahead and start the gameplay. What I wanted to have Asher do, since he wants to get engaged to Zoe, I have a mod in my game. I don't even know which mod it is, but I have a mod in my game that requires you to have a ring before you can propose. So we're going to need him to head off lot so that he can grab one. So I'm just going to click on Asher and I'm going to type in ring, and he is going to buy an engagement commitment ring for Zoe and I'm going to have him take Gavin and Mitchell with him because number one, there are stalkers, but also because these are Zoe's former roommates. So I feel like they're going to be in a really good position to be able to tell us more about what kind of ring they think Zoe would like. So I'm going to have him head off lot to do that. And while he's working on that, Zoe is going to continue to work on her workout tips. So she still has like her whole job for today that she needs to do. So she needs to cross promote at a gym, she needs to upload a fitness headshot, and she needs to research workout tips. So we're doing that part now. I think when she's done, I'm going to have her also pay the bills. And depending on how much time it takes, we might have like a smoothie or something. But I'm thinking that she should be energized by the time she finishes researching workout tips. At least that's how it went the last time when I recorded this and it randomly stopped recording in the middle. Yeah, so that's the plan. And then she's got to head over to the gym. So we will be taking our Strength Collective friends over to the gym so that we can exercise, but also to cross promote. So we'll be doing that. She is level 10 fitness, so she doesn't have a whole lot of reason to be there. I'm thinking, as far as the gym is concerned, maybe only if she's like teaching a class or if she's required to go because we have a task that requires us to go there. She also does have to work out at a gym venue for her aspiration. So we'll be checking that off, and then she needs to work out for 5 more hours. We've already got 3 of 8. So that's something else that she will need to be working on. Alright, so she is energized. We will just pay our bills while we're sitting here waiting for Asher to come back, because I'm going to make sure that he gets that before we head off lot. Alright, so he's back. It says Asher has bought an engagement commitment ring for Zoe. He can't wait to pop the question. I'm going to have him come in, and I want him to start working on this research and debate skill, because in the last episode we decided that I showed you guys 2 different homes so that we can decide where we wanted to move, and pretty much everyone said the land grab home, with one exception, I think. So looks like it's going to be the land grab home. So we're going to be moving there, but that means that we don't have the funds right now to like take care of those bills consistently. So I do want Asher to work on trying to get promoted. Right now he's got level 2 research and debate skill. He needs level 4. We also are going to be picking up speed on our freelance writer gigs. So right now we have one that's due on Thursday. So we're going to be working on this while we are in Windenburg so that we can make sure that we're continuing to make some extra side money. Alright, so while we are here, let's go ahead and have Zoe set up a gathering for the Strength Collective, and we're going to gather at Mindful Motions Gym. So while she's there, she needs to do 2 things. She needs to do the headshot, so she's just going to take a selfie, and then we'll upload that once we're back home. And she also needs to check in at the gym. So while this is loading, I'm actually going to step away for just a second to blow my nose, and it might be a little bit longer than a second, but I'll try to be back as soon as I can. I'll wait until I can load into the gym lot first though. I'm starting to feel myself getting really stuffy. The talking definitely makes it the tiniest bit worse for sure. Oh, it's going to take me directly to the gym, so I don't have to wait. I'm going to mute, and then I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. So, I sound a little bit weird, my apologies, but yeah, I don't think it's going to get much better. Alright, so she is here, and it looks like all of our new friends are here too. At some point, I do want her to become friends with Dina and Nina for sure. We're not going to focus on that today because it's already 9 p.m. and we're going on vacay tomorrow, but that's definitely going to be something that I want us to do in the future. For now though, I am just going to have her come into this space here. Looks like Dawn is about to host a yoga class. We're just going to come in here, and I want her to take that selfie and also check in. And then she's just going to do like a quick arm workout or something so that we're not just coming to the gym for no reason. But I'm noticing that more people, like more Sims, are in the gym than what's been here in the past. Oh, I want him to work on his research and debate skill. Let me set that up. So maybe when I updated my game, that actually fixed the fact that no one was coming to this gym. So to cross promote, we're going to go to here and then cross promote at venue. And so that should check that off. And then I want her to do a selfie. So we're going to take a selfie, and this is going to be the fitness headshot that we upload later. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to switch this to the side. I actually like this, and she has low skill, so I'm going to take a couple of this one view, and then we'll check out some other options. We'll do one of these, and that's fine. We'll do that too. All right, so she's got her picture. We will remember to upload that before the end of the day, and then we are going to do an Energized Epic Gains workout with our dumbbells, and that actually checked off the other task that we had for our aspiration, which was to work at a gym venue. So we've done that, and it does look like now we've got a lot of other Sims hanging out in here, so that's really good. That did fix itself, so we don't necessarily need the club anymore, but we'll keep it. All right, so Zoe is actually kind of jacked. She's got big muscles, but she still looks like, I don't know, like super soft and feminine. It's all working for her. It's working together. What does she want to do now? She wants to watch the sky. She wants to pillow fight. We're not doing any of those things, Zoe. Those sound awful. All right, so Asher is continuing to work. Zoe is continuing to work. This is not going well for her, it seems, but she's looking good, and that's what matters. No, thank you, Mitchell. We're very busy right now. Looks like this sim is doing way better than we are. Maybe because we're doing epic gains and we haven't really worked up to like the level that we need to be to do that. But she is level 10, so who else but like she's 10. She has max fitness skill. Let's finish this up, girlfriend. All right. As soon as I said that, she's done. She's liking how she looks now. All right, so we're going to end the gathering because we don't need everyone to try to go home with us, and we're just going to travel back home because we have done everything that we need to do here. We were mostly here for our work, so we're going to travel and we're going to go by ourselves, and we are going to head back to our place. So I'm thinking after they get engaged, maybe in the very next episode we like elope, because they don't know anyone. They're kind of the beginning here, so I like the idea of them eloping potentially. Maybe we go to Tartosa and elope in that like building, just make it really simple. So that's what I'm thinking. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I think in the future, like once we have like established friends and established family and stuff, it'll make a lot more sense to have like real weddings. But it just doesn't make any sense to have a real wedding right now. I'm also having trouble speaking, so if anything sounds weird, that's why. It's really early. I'm trying to get it done really early. It's snowing here also, so we don't have a lot going on. So I'm going to try to get a couple of episodes in over these next couple days, I'm thinking. All right, so Zoe's changed clothes for no reason at all. I'm just going to have her change back into what she was wearing before, which is this one. And what's Asher doing? He is now watching television. No, thank you, Asher. I need you to finish working on that research and debate skill. What did you do with the book? Did you put the book away? I'm going to guess that he put the book away because it wasn't his inventory. So the other thing, I don't know if I showed you guys that I had put one of the pictures here that Asher took during the first episode, and now it's black. So I'm guessing that this is the result of the most recent update. I really don't like that, and I'm really nervous about doing future pictures. I feel like there's a fix somewhere though, so I'm gonna have to look into that before the next episode. All right, in here I'm going to assume is where you put the book. Our research and debate skill book. You did not. What happened to the book, Asher? I do not want to have to buy another one. Did you just randomly set it down somewhere? He did. Oh yeah, so he was sitting here when he was reading it before, so you can actually come back over here and continue to read. Please do that. And then what does Zoe need to do besides uploading that fitness, what is it, fitness selfie to Instagram? Let's go ahead and do these here. All right, I knew at least one of them was going to turn out bad, so we'll put that one right in the trash, and then we'll just use one of these. These all look the same, so we'll just grab one of those, put them in our inventory, and then we can upload a fitness headshot. So that should be the last thing that we need to do for work. Yes. So I am also just going to delete the rest of these, because if we ever need to do another fitness headshot, I would rather just take another one. And then I will have Zoe come in and use the restroom. So I'm gonna have both of them take PTO for the 2 days that they're out of town, just so that they have more time to like focus on each other and being on vacation and not worrying too much about getting work done, especially Asher, because his work is very time consuming and he's already got a book to write. So once you're done in there, Zoe, come on in here, put on your pajamas, and then let's brush our teeth. We'll go with these pajamas, and then we will brush our teeth, brush teeth, and then I will have Zoe head to bed. And I think I decided she was going to be on this side. So let's sleep. This is still like her first night here with us, because we ended the last episode the day that she moved in, so it's still that day. And it looks like Asher has some sort of like flesh-eating bacteria or something going on. I'm going to assume that this is from this sweater and not something else weird. Right, he still does have the want to get engaged to Zoe, and then he wants to play thumbs up. We're probably not going to focus on that, but he also wants to receive an award. So I did pin this one because I know sometimes with books, authors can be nominated for a Starlight accolade, and if he is, then we'll definitely go and attend the award ceremony. So that's why I have that pinned. If he doesn't, like the next couple of books that he writes, if it doesn't happen, then I'll probably unpin it. He should be pretty close, right? Yeah, he's super close. So I think tonight I'll probably have him just head directly to bed. He does need to shower and he's starting to get hungry, but we can focus on those things tomorrow. If he can get in the bed before like 12:30, that would be really ideal. Looks like Zoe's already sleeping, so that's good. We'll speed up a little bit so that we can get through this last little bit. What's this say? Bringing out the best from adoring someone nearby. Asher can be inspired to be his best self. Love that. All right, so he has now reached research and debate level 3. It says Asher now completes his homework, okay, at an accelerated rate. He can prepare for debate at an electromagnetic research archive machine and convince other Sims to bathe or do a kickstand. Great. He's not going to need to do either of those things, but that's fine. And he's putting the book away, which I do not want him to do. I could have sworn I had a mod that stopped him from doing that, but maybe not. Let's put this right back in your inventory because we're going to need this at some point, friend. Where did it go? There we are. All right, let's put that right back in there. And then he is now getting sleepy, so let's get ready for bed. He can come right in here and change into his pajamas, and then we will have him brush his teeth and he can go to sleep. Looks like Zoe is already peacefully sleeping. He's so stinking adorable. Ew, he made like a really disgusting noise just when he spit out his toothpaste. Oh, they're not gonna snuggle. Hate that. Alright, so hopefully everyone sleeps in until like 6. Zoe might have gone to bed too early for that, but I hope she sleeps in. I'm also realizing that I forgot to lock their door, so hopefully nothing weird happens. Alright, she's getting up at 5. Zoe Patel. Zoe Patel, are you kidding me? So Zoe moved in with us less than 24 hours ago, and she is waking up with woohoo dreams about Don Lothario and has the audacity. Zoe seems to be experiencing some arousing effects after waking up. Was it an erotic dream, or did she wet the bed by mistake? Okay, so essentially what this game is telling me is that Zoe had an erotic dream about Don Lothario, and she wants to get engaged to Asher. Those two things don't go together, Zoe. All right, so I'm going to ignore that completely. It's 5 a.m. I do feel like she should sleep for another hour, but I think it would be too much of a pain in the butt to try to make that happen. So instead, I'm going to have her make some breakfast. So let's come in here to the kitchen. Let's boil a kettle. I try to have them have like a tea or a coffee or something whenever they're having breakfast if I can. And I can today, so I will. And then she is also going to work on some breakfast. Let's do eggs and cereals, and then we will do baked avocado with eggs. She doesn't have a lot of cooking skills, so we'll make that. Fried eggs and toast, maybe? Let's go fried eggs and toast. Oh, hold on, I have to sneeze. Okay, false alarm. We'll do the fried eggs and toast, and we'll do a family size serving. So she'll work on that. Asher is continuing to sleep. How long does this happen? Because I'm kind of wondering if she should wake Asher up. I do play very like wants based. So if they want something like within their whims or within their wants or needs, I will definitely try my best to like accommodate as I can. Can she wake him up? He's good. So when she finishes that, I will actually have her wake him up really fast. They got a little time. Come in here and wake up Asher. Let him know that you've got some stuff going on that you need to address. So once she finishes that, we'll have her wake him up. What is going on with this pot in here? That is not how you do that, Zoe. Yeah, that's non-stick surface is all jacked up. Alright, so there's our breakfast. That's ready to go. We are waking up Asher because we are in need of some maintenance. It's starting to go away, but it's fine. We're waking him up right now. And then we are going to try for pregnancy. No, we're going to woohoo with Asher. And looks like he did not wake up with that, so that's interesting. We still haven't figured out what Asher is into. I think in the last episode we learned about what Zoe is into, but we still don't know about Asher, so we're going to need to work on that. Alright, so we know that she likes to have punishment, and she also likes to receive commands, and then we're going to allow her to do an action, and she's asking for commands again. Oh, she's asking, yeah, got it. Grab neck, we know that she likes that. And then we're going to let her do another action. Let Zoe do an action. She started to caress. I think he does like that. Let's see what else we can do really fast. Caress again. Zoe must have done that really well this time. Asher's reaction was quite positive. Okay, so we now know that he has like a different, like they have opposing woohoo styles, but it seems like it's going really well. Asher seems to really like that, so he's into whatever she's into, maybe. I'm learning so much about them right now. Caress again. Zoe might not have done that very well this time, didn't get the greatest reaction. Oh no, didn't it go well the first time? Must have done that really well. Okay, well, Asher, stop being so silly. Alright, so Asher has gone back to sleep. Nope, he's up. Alright, and Zoe, we can get out of the bed. Let's come back in here. And do we need to reboil this kettle? We don't. Alright, so come over here, Zoe, and grab 2 plates. Pick up a serving and pick up a serving. And then I want you to make yourself some tea. Tea and hot water. Let's do an Earl Grey. Hopefully she is on her way. What does Asher want this morning? He wants the swan dive. He wants to become focused. Neither one of those things are likely to occur. I hate to break it to him. Alright, so while she's making her tea, I will put her plates down in here. And I'll wait until she's done, and then I'll have her come on over here and sit. There we go. So she can pick up the tea, Zoe. Thank you. Now come and sit down. And then Asher can come right over here and he can make himself a coffee. He's gonna do dark roast. I feel like that's what he's into. Did he enjoy that woohoo? Roller coaster woohoo from Interactive Woohoo. This woohooing was a roller coaster, going from things Asher is crazy about to things Asher really doesn't care for. She did the same thing, from the highest height to the lowest low, and then again. Asher's not sure if he mostly had a great time or a horrible time. We need to figure out what he's into. Otherwise, this is just going to be really tough. All right, so eat that, and then also you eat this. And then, do we need to recap that woohoo? She had a great time. Woohoo high from Interactive Woohoo. This woohoo scratched all of Zoe's favorite itches. Her partner must have known her tastes, or have compatible ones. It seemed they knew exactly what they were doing. All right, so we want to make sure that Asher is having a similar experience when they woohoo. So we have to like really experiment and learn what he's into, because I don't want him to be having roller coaster feelings. Does either one of them have like anything they want to talk about? No. We'll just ask about. Usually when I do ask about day, I'm just thinking any multitude of different like kind of small talk things, because we don't have a whole lot of options. So it could be like, how'd you sleep? Because they certainly didn't talk about that this morning when he woke up. So that's what they're going to chat about for a bit here, and then they're going to finish their breakfast. We're still making really good time. Even with that like woohoo detour, we can still be out of here by 10 after they both shower and stuff. Is he done? Is he done? He is done. How did he finish before her? All right, so here's what I need you to do, Asher. Come over here and put this away. Yes, you can flirt later. Zoe reached romance level 2. Says Zoe can now share a sweethearts box with another sim. At level 2, Zoe can also ask about exes and talk about exes in the early stages of a relationship and share deeply personal thoughts. She can also research woohoo techniques and talk about love life with friends. Alright, so let's actually have Asher come in here. He is going to use the restroom and take a shower. Let's sing in the shower. He's in a really good mood. And then I'm going to have Zoe clean up all these dishes. And then once she's done, she's going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to queue up what I want Asher to wear today. He is going to change into his travel outfit. I do like to set them up with like little cute travel outfits. And then Zoe, are you cleaning those dishes like I asked? You sure are. What a good sim she is. I don't know how they turn into bowls, but that's fine. Asher's boss was happy with the work he did from home, and he made 883 simoleons. We're going to have him take a PTO day. And then Zoe, once you're done with those dishes, girlfriend, let's come in here, and I'm going to have you do the exact same thing. So you're going to use the restroom here, and then I want you to, ew, that's gross. She's squeamish, so that's going to be a problem with her. Clean that with vigor. And then also you can come and take a speedy shower. And then when you're done, I want you to come here, and I have a travel outfit for her as well, so she can change into it. And then we're just going to kind of hang out here while they are doing that, so that we don't end up getting ourselves into any Kiana doesn't have her streamer mod in trouble. Alright, doing quite well. So she's washing her hands, and then she's going to clean the sink. She's feeling good though. They're still happy from their last trip, so that's helping for sure. And he's feeling very inspired. Now he's feeling very energized. Funny how quickly that changed. Fresh and frisky from attempting romance while in clean surroundings. Asher's feeling as fresh and clean as the room he's in. Romance sounds a lot better when everyone can enjoy a dust-free ambiance. Yes, because that's so super important. When you're woohooing, you're thinking about that dust if it's there for sure. Alright, so he should be on his way to grab his clothing. And then I'm just going to have him come and pick up his suitcase. It looks like Zoe is ready to do the same thing. So for Zoe, alright, so fun fact about me, something that's interesting. I don't like when my Sims are away from town, like when they're away from home, not being a little bit more realistic and like them changing clothes and stuff. So I don't want them to keep going back to their rental every time they need to like put on a different outfit to go someplace. So I usually have like one of my Sims carry a bag where they can change clothes if they're like at the gym or something like that. It just works out better for me in my mind. All right, so since Asher is leading this little show, I'm gonna have him do the vacation. So let's go. Oh wait, Zoe's work, she's gonna take PTO as well. All right, so back to Asher and phone and travel. And we are going to take a vacation, and we are taking Zoe with us. And Zoe's boss was happy with the work she did from home, and she made 10 simoleons. Yeah, so we're definitely going to have to get to the 2 higher levels of this career so that we can see if the financial benefits are better. If not, once I've seen like all the levels, and we will definitely move on to a different career, because Zoe is making peanuts right now. $10 is less than what she probably paid to like get to the gym yesterday. All right, so we're in Windenburg. We've got 2 choices for vacation rentals. We have this one over here if we want it to be close to the city. That's 2,312 simoleons per day. And then we've got a lake house over here. This one is 1,699 simoleons per day. But also, I like the idea of Asher being able to do some fishing while we're on this vacation. So we're definitely going to choose this modern Scandi home. Plus, it's less expensive. And we will stay for 2 days for a total of 3,398 simoleons, which is not bad for a vacation. So I think what I want them to do today is, Asher needs to write that book. I want him to do that now before we forget. So I'm going to have them maybe go to like a cafe or something so that they can work on that. And then maybe like a late lunch or an early dinner. And then I want them to go to like a nightclub, have a kind of idea of like how their first day is going to go. So that's what I want to do. And I'm keeping track of how much time I'm recording. I might end up going a little bit longer today because I do want to do the full Windenburg experience, so both days, before we end today's video. And so far we're making really good time. It's only been like 35 minutes or so. Rumor has it that if you show Trashly a tattoo picturing a raccoon, that may soften their heart. Who's Trashly? The gallery contains amazing creations from your... Yeah, sure. All right, so we're here. I will briefly show you what our rental looks like. So I think this is the front. You come in through the front. We've got like a little dining room area here. We've also got like a cute little kitchen. And then here's like the living space. This is the only bathroom. And then I think that's like the back door that leads out to closer to the lake, I guess. And then over here, we've got our bedroom and a little closet area. So I'm actually just going to have them put their luggage in here so that we're ready to go. And then I think we are going to actually head straight to that cafe. It's 9 o'clock. That gives us a little bit of time to work on things before we get into the rest of our day. I'm actually going to delete these because I don't like when my Sims heads disappear while they're in bed. So let's destroy those. Okay. Anything else that we need to do before we head out immediately? Looks like no. But oh, I'll show you our view of the lake. Look how disgustingly gorgeous this is. So can you imagine? So I kind of like the idea of him maybe in the morning coming out here and doing a little bit of fishing. This just looks so pretty. I don't think I have, maybe I do have my mod in that allows you to swim here. But for whatever reason, I never bothered to look at where the access points are for that. So I don't even know where on this island the swim access point would be. But we have this view of the mountains here, and we just have like a lake as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful. So very romantic place for Asher to bring Zoe for a little getaway. All right, so now let's head on over to the cafe so that Asher can work on his book. And I think while he's there, while he's doing that, I kind of like the idea of Elle doing some streaming. I was doing some research on like ways to help her get to 100,000 subscribers quickly, or is it followers, and video game streaming came up as an option, so we're definitely going to do that. So we're going to, I have significantly reduced the number of cafes that I used to have in Windenburg. I used to have like 5, but I recently redid all the lots, so now I have fewer. So there's only one, I think now? No, there's 2. There's this one down here. So we're going to go to this one here, the Hair Square Cafe. And while they're doing that, I'm going to take a quick hydration break. All right, I am back. Oh, this is taking a long time. All right, here we go. So here is the cafe. It's cute. It's mostly just this bottom floor, but then there is like an apartment above. We're not going to hang out there, but I kind of like the idea of them sitting outside and just like soaking in the atmosphere. And maybe she can live stream while he's working on that book. One more level down, it looks like. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of this outfit. If any of you guys are experts with the Lot 51 Fashion Authority mod, please let me know, because I don't know why this outfit is here, and it seems like it's the go-to like default outfit for all of my Sims to put on whenever I show up at a cafe, and it bothers me so much. So I'm gonna have Asher come over here and order another coffee. What? It's happening. Zoe Patel is so utterly smitten with Asher Coleman that she is proposing marriage. First of all, no. And I'm going to get rid of all of that, because that is not how this is going to go down. But also, I have the option to do that turned off, do I not? Yeah, allow romantic invites and requests. It's turned off. So why is she still doing it? So he said no, so she's going to be sad. Not on my watch. Rejected from rejected proposal. Absolutely not. What is this right here? Eel grows from cleaning. That's just creepy. Okay, that's fine. That's legitimate. And then she, I'm sure, got a negative sentiment. We're getting rid of that too, because this is not my fault. I have my game set up so that this doesn't happen. Dejected about rejection. Remove it. And then needing space. Zoe has been moving way too fast. Asher needs some space. He doesn't. He got an engagement ring. Absolutely not. So we're going to close that. We're going to pretend like none of that ever happened. And I'm going to have Asher come in here like I said. Oh, wait, is she not set up to do it yet? Sometimes when I change their outfits, they need a minute before they start working again. There we go. There she goes. All right, so order a drink. And he's going to get a drink for here. He's going to get, I think I said his drink of choice was going to be an Americano. So he's going to come in and request that. We're just going to act like that whole silly proposal business never happened. I think it negatively affected their relationship, but I'm not too worried about that. It'll come right back up. Of course, he's getting negative romance hearts and friendship in front of me to remind me. Alright, after he's done with that, I will have him grab that and then come and sit out here. They can come sit out here together. I actually don't want anyone else to sit with him though, so I'm gonna get rid of all the other chairs. Destroy. Destroy. I can always put these back later if I really, really want to. Destroy. And destroy. So once he gets his drink, he can come and sit outside. I'll wait until it's ready though. Go ahead and grab that, Asher. It's so crazy the level of severity that is required in order to like orchestrate a good picture or like a good vibe in this game. Alright, so he needs to chat with the client, so we'll have him go ahead and start that while he is enjoying his Americano. And Zoe has, no, she hasn't. I was gonna say, did she change clothes? Alright, so let's come in here and let's order a drink. And we're gonna order for here as well. And I don't know if we have chosen a drink for Zoe, have we? Well, my personal favorite is a caramel macchiato. So when I don't have like a strong feeling about what kind of drink a sim will like, I'll just give them mine. She still wants to get engaged. I know. Does he still have that? No, he still wants the swan dive. What happens if I re-roll this? Will he get the want to get engaged again? No, he wants to talk about his weather preferences. That's just silly. Alright, so she's making her coffee and she's thinking about the fact that Asher allegedly denied her proposal, but that never happened, so I don't know what she's talking about. If you touch my drink, I will hurt you. Why is he standing in our face like this? What is going on? Wait for barista. Get your drink, Zoe. Zoe, do not touch that. Do not touch my drink. Reset him. MC cheats. Reset. Yeah, you were going to touch my drink. Drink that, Zoe. And you can actually come and sit here. Well, you looks like you were already going to, but I'll make sure that you stay there. And then I'm going to pull out your laptop also. And you're going to stream. So we're going to do gaming. And then stream let's play internet games, Blick Block, or Animal Crossing. Let's do Animal Crossing. I'm going to assume that's a mod because the Sims would not have put that in their game, surely. Or she's making money while she's doing this, and Asher's just casually chatting with his client. So we'll probably speed through this once he gets done chatting with the client and is actually writing the book. This is a good start to their trip. They're having like a nice little time. It's not warm, it's not cold, it's kind of in the middle, and they're just kind of out here in the beautiful atmosphere. It looks really nice out here. Oh, this is actual Animal Crossing, so there's no way that's a part of the game. Alright, so he's now had the conversation with the client. We will start writing the book, and I'm pretty sure he needs to write a biography. That's not where I was supposed to be. Freelancer, write book, and then biography. Oh, that's got the Animal Crossing music and everything. Absolutely no way. The true story of Granny Raymond and the cookies that shook the world. Sure, whatever. Alright, he's still feeling very inspired. Shared vision from chatting with the client. It's not always easy to agree with someone you just met, but sometimes things just click. This project has great potential. Lovely. He's feeling great from high needs. He's outdoors, which we know he loves. And he's still feeling really good from the coffee and from the breakfast that Zoe made us this morning. Zoe, on the other hand, just has three things going on. She's feeling fulfilled from want fulfillment. She enjoyed the breakfast as well. And she's feeling refreshed from camping, which is very interesting because I thought she would hate it. Alright, so we're going to start speeding through, like I said, because we have a long way to go. And I think from here, we'll probably go to the gym maybe, and then after the gym, we will go grab a bite to eat. Zoe reached the entrepreneur skill level 2. Zoe is brimming with great biz ideas and can now also promote her hustle by advertising online. Are those chimes? Love that. I didn't know that happened in Windenburg, but I guess I don't really hang out here a lot, so that explains that. Got a last exception at some point, but otherwise looks like the game is holding up a lot better this time than it did the last time I was recording, and I'm continuing to double check the little bottom corner to make sure the record indicator is still there, because yeah, I don't remember when it stopped, and I deleted the video in a fit of rage, so I don't even know at what point during the last attempt at filming this episode the camera just said no thanks, or not the camera, but the recording software just said no thanks. And Zoe's making some decent money, 49 simoleons just now. She's doing well. Alright, so let's see how everyone's needs are doing, especially since we're speeding through. They're doing quite well, so she's going to need to use the restroom and shower at some point. I'm nervous about the fact that she needs to use the restroom a little bit ahead of him. I'm not going to panic. Sometimes when they start, it's not going as fast as I think it normally goes, but her hunger is, and they ate at the same time. Are you pregnant, Zoe? I didn't see anything that said that they used protection during that woohoo, did I? I didn't. What to say from crushing on someone nearby? Zoe's trying so hard not to panic, but her crush is right there. Yeah, you live with him. Hey, you want to go grab a few drinks and do pub crawl with some buddies tonight? I do not. Maybe next time. You sure? Well, okay then, but don't be a stranger. Oh, that was for Asher. Alright, he is wrapping it up here. And Zoe is ranking in the dough. I'm going to have her stop. Zoe earned 120 simoleons on her day off. Cool. Zoe has gained 700,000 followers. She now has 701,200 followers in total, and she made 245 simoleons. What's so interesting about that is, like, in what world do you live stream Animal Crossing one time and gain 700,000 followers? If only it was that easy. Alright, so perfect timing. Asher has finished writing his book. One achievement. We've read that before, so we won't reread it, but we will have him ship this off for approval before we leave. Make sure that we're good to go there. He made 7,719 simoleons, making sense of complicated letters, stories, and lineage maps. Asher helped many people connect with their long-lost or otherwise unknown families. Winterfest is going to be a much bigger event this year, thanks to his work. Wonderful. Alright, so put this in your inventory, and then we'll actually head over to the gym since they're not starving. I wanted them to do, like, yoga together. I'm thinking since the next generation is spa day, I really like the idea of both of them, but especially Zoe, mentoring the Gen 2 heir in wellness as they're growing up. So that kind of is a better way in my mind to explain why they were so into it based on their parents being into fitness and stuff like that. So let's head over here to the wellness studio. And yeah, I'm envisioning like mentoring in wellness. I think that would be really cool. I don't know if I'm always going to do that for every generation, but it just kind of makes so much sense considering Zoe's career as a fitness influencer and her bodybuilder aspiration. And I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, when we read the description in the beginning, that the reason why they get into wellness is because their parent is into fitness, and it just kind of was like a natural progression. So it just makes more sense to me that Zoe be a part of it. Alright, so we've only been recording for like 53 minutes. We're actually making a really decent time. Alright, so let's head inside. And I think I said that Zoe needed to use the restroom. They both kind of do, but mostly Zoe. So I'm going to have her come and use the restroom, and then they're going to go into this break room or this bathroom area, and they are going to pull Zoe's bag out and change into their gym clothes. So let's Use this restroom, Zoe. Steady sit on the toilet? No, just use the restroom. Not right now. Not dealing with that right now. Meanwhile, Asher, come and change into your gym wear. Change outfit. That one I think is what I put in there for you. Alright, is he changed? No, he's on his way right now. Alright, so I'm hoping that we get a notification for a yoga class. What I have learned though from the first episode that I filmed is that for some reason, when I tell them both to come in here and attend the yoga session, only Zoe came. I think I asked her to request it, and she was the only one that started doing it. Asher just kind of stood there. So I'm going to have to control the yoga teacher in order to make sure that she actually does it this time, because when we asked her the last time, she didn't do it, and I had to control her. It was a whole thing. All right, Zoe is done. Change your outfit into, let's go with this one. A brain boosting yoga class is beginning in 30 minutes. Let's see if we can make it. Let's put this in our inventory. I'm gonna try with Asher first. Where's the class? Oh, that's the other thing I needed to do. So when I recorded this the last time, these are actually meditation stools. So I'm gonna get rid of those because it was really weird for them to be working on yoga mats and at the same time, like a sim would just come in and start meditating on the stool that's in the corner of their yoga mat. I think these are meant to be like the yoga blocks, like the little things that help you with your flexibility and whatnot. But yeah, they were kind of in the way. So Asher, can you join this class? And then Zoe, can you join the class? No. See what I mean? Like, it's so bizarre because last time the issue was that Asher couldn't join, and now the issue is that Zoe can't join. I don't understand why she wouldn't be able to though. Like, we still have space. And why are these yoga mats all over the place like this? Join the class, Zoe, please. I'm actually getting irritated. Alright, and I can't have her. She can't do anything with this sim. She can't click on her at all. Alright, so Asher can though, right? He just did. Alright. I don't know what's happening, but I am not a fan of this. I'm actually quite irritated. Can she just come in here and do an energy centering yoga thing? Do yoga routine. Energy centering. Can't stop me from participating, even if I'm off from what everyone else is doing. Boom. She's like, don't worry about me. I'm just going to start ahead of the rest of you. I already know what to do, thanks. Okay, and then you immediately embarrass me by not knowing what to do. Gee, thanks, Zoe. Asher acquired the wellness skill. Asher's new skill in wellness will allow him to perform various yoga poses, meditate, and give a massage. More yoga poses, massages, recipes, and socials are unlocked at higher levels. So yeah, she's hella ahead at this point, like significantly. I'm gonna assume that these are sims from newer worlds because I've never seen these two before. Asher needs to work on his flexibility. That was actually awful. Sorry, what are you doing? This is such an awkwardly, like, such an awkward space. Maybe because we're in the back of the studio and we're really close to the walls. Alright, so she's not that far off now. They're kind of doing the same thing. Asher's sucking real bad. Real bad. I kind of like her outfit over here. I'm guessing this came with one of the packs. Asher's embarrassing us. He does this often. Are we almost done, Zoe? Since you're not on the schedule, crush nearby. You live with him. Stop being so weird about this. Get engaged to Asher. He still has no current want to get engaged to her, so that's not great. What happens if I re-roll this one? Go for a jog. Not really his thing. Get engaged to Zoe. Okay, it's back. She's embarrassing herself now too. Alright, so I just have been thinking about something though. It's really bothering me. So the entire time that, like, after they woohooed, I don't remember seeing that they use protection. And normally you'll get like a little thing that says responsible woohooing. And I'm actually going to be really annoyed if Zoe is with child. It looks like her food is going down faster, and that's a part of the issue that I'm having that's making me a little bit nervous. Alright, so we're in sync with the rest of the class now. Look at that. I love this outfit. I would personally never wear a shirt that didn't cover my bra, but to each their own, I always say. So everyone wants to get engaged again. That is super helpful. Hopefully it stays that way. Zoe almost reached level 2 of the wellness skill, so that's nice. Asher is enjoying some benefits of his body looking nicer, so that's wonderful. I am going to have them both shower. So that, why are they all congregating in here? So that we can start to get ready for the next thing we need to do. So I'm going to have Zoe take a speedy shower. I'm going to have Asher also we should have the same option, right? Take a speedy shower. And then when he's done, he actually needs to use the restroom as well. I'm going to come over here where it's safe, and I'm going to have him use that restroom. And then I'm just going to slide out here because for some reason, the last time I did this, Zoe came out of the shower into this main area completely nude. Like completely. And I was going to have to edit it, but since my camera or my editing software decided to take care of that for me, it wasn't really an issue. Is she done? Why is she still showering? Didn't she get in here first? Asher's earned 648 simoleons on his day off. Why does it seem like less than what he earned the other day? He doesn't have the thing. She has the thing. So let's put this out here. And then Asher, you come over here and get dressed, and he is going to wear, we'll go with this outfit. That's fine. And then Zoe's got her towel on. Love that for us. Let's change outfits, and then she's gonna wear this first one. And Azalea Wilkes. Do we know Azalea Wilkes? I've called to inform you that your great-great-great-second, once removed, cousin's friend's grandpa has passed away, and for some reason has left a vast fortune specifically to you. Will you accept? So normally I would say under what conditions, because I know that when we do that, we get money. But I'm actually going to say money, 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 give now, because I think we get more money this way, and we're already planning on getting married. So I'm just going to select that option. Very well. However, now that you've accepted, I must inform you that you will only get this money if you become married within 7 days. Those are the terms. Good luck and congratulations on the next chapter of your life. Alright, so let's put this back in our inventory. And we are going to head on over to the restaurant. I'll let Zoe do this one. They are not doing their jobs. They've been in here talking to this one customer for a very long time. Alright, so no, I did want to travel. And I'm going to take Asher with us. Alright, so this is the restaurant that we're going to. It is Crescent Row. We'll head there. And while they are heading over, I'm going to do another quick hydration break. All right, so that time I just forgot to unmute. Glad I fixed that before I started. All right, so for some reason they reverted back to their other outfits. We are going to fix that immediately. So change right back into what you were wearing. And Asher, you do the same. Then I'm going to have Asher come over here and request a table. And I think we were outside the last time. It's nice and sunny out. We will request this first table, maybe? Yeah, let's request this first table. Request table. And then because I've learned, we're going to get rid of this because in the last attempt at recording this, Zoe didn't get her food, and I think it's because that thing was in the way. So we should be heading over. I'm sorry, is this a randomly generated townie? Who is this? She looks like a randomly generated townie. Mila Westbrook. Maybe she's not, but I would hate to be having pest control issues in my game. I'm not supposed to have any randomly generated townies in my game. I don't know if that's a post-update problem. This looks really nice. Look how beautiful this is. Alright, so we're really hungry, so I'm gonna have Asher order for the table. Alright, so I do like to start with the food first and then finish up with the wine pairing or whatever drink pairing. I feel like Asher's gonna do a pasta. We're gonna do the spaghetti alla carbonara for 18 simoleons, and then Zoe can either do the garlic noodles or the parmigiana. Let's do that one. It's only 3 simoleons. That's not bad at all. So then Asher will do a white, and then Elle will do a red, and that is a total of 111 simoleons, and most of that is because of how expensive our drinks are. Alright, so I do want him to make it really romantic. Let's flirt with her. We're also going to compliment her appearance. Alright, compliment appearance. Compliment appearance. What's he got going on over here? Married for money. From trying to get inheritance money, Asher accepted the offer of a giant inheritance over the phone, but now he has only 7 days to get married to satisfy the hidden conditions of the reward. Why does this always seem to happen to him? Does it? Achieve level 5 of the romance skill. That's ambitious. Alright, so they're keeping a good conversation going. I like to kind of let them do that on their own and talk about whatever they want. The only downside to this is usually they either propose or they ask to borrow money, which is déclassé, so I don't really like that they do that. Let's see how long it takes for us to get our food. So the only other thing I want them to do after this, on this first day, is go to the nightclub and meet some locals. Maybe have a drink before they meet the locals. She looks so cute. I love her with the berets. Oh, I didn't show you the rest of the lot. So this is actually like a 2-lot kind of a situation. We've got a restaurant over here. You know, pretty standard restaurant situation. This is what the inside looks like. And on this side, it's kind of like a jewelry store and then like a bridal boutique. So we've got all kinds of jewelry for sale here. And then we've got the bridal area. So gowns, that sort of thing, if you're looking for a wedding space. And then there's an upstairs. Lots more wedding dresses upstairs for this one. And then over here, it's completely empty, so you can kind of decide what you want to do with it, but I'm too lazy for that. I just go with what's already built. Alright, so here's our food. Everyone received it this time, so I was right. It was that little thing, and they have stopped talking to each other, so we definitely want to pick that back up. So she is going to not ask a risque question. Let's find something flirty to do. Be enticing, compliment appearance, flirt. Let's just flirt, that's fine. Don't want to make it too complicated. I also am noticing that they're not eating, so like what's the situation there? Eat and drink, and then Asher, please eat and drink. I feel like these are really good times for them to like get to know other things about each other, and hopefully our relationship meters have gone all the way back up. Pretty close. Zoe has learned that Asher has the following skill. Logic. Lovely. It does look really good though. Oh, let's see other things. So I do try to like theme my restaurants when I can. So I might have like a seafood restaurant or a sushi restaurant. So they'll be like really specific to the vibe of the restaurant normally. So that might be something else that you'll notice as we're playing. Are we almost done? Asher has reached level 3 of the romance skill. It says Asher can now whisper about desires with other Sims. At level 3, Asher will much less often feel awkward after woohoo. He will not feel tense near lovers anymore either. He now can discuss relationship ideals and discuss woohoo preferences with lovers in earlier stages of relationships and make future plans. I do want you to discuss her woohoo preferences or your woohoo preferences because I want to know what they are. I don't think we know that. Preferences. Can we ask about that? I'm not spelling that right. Preferences. Hello? Ask about attraction. Where's the woohoo preferences? I thought you said that I could do that. There was another thing that was there before. Let me see if I can find it. He's not done drinking his wine anyway, so that gives me more time to fiddle around with this. Declare love publicly. Not right now. Was there something that I missed? Woohoo styles. Call Zoe pet. Whisper about woohooing secretly or sweetly and lovingly. Oh, the interaction is made. Oh, that's his woohoo style. Kiss tenderly and lovingly. So he likes that, but he also knows that she likes to be... Oh, this interaction is made available at Asher's woohoo style. So all of these are things that he likes. Discuss safe words and boundaries. Sure. That's probably something that y'all should talk about. Especially if y'all gonna be freaky like this. You're gonna be grabbing necks and stuff. Okay. Alright, it's 8 o'clock. Recite love poetry. Sure. And then can you pay the check? Pay the check, end meal, and pay bill for 111 simoleons. So he has learned that Asher has the following skill, writing. Are you joking, kidding me? What did you think he was doing? I'm just gonna write this off as the Sims game being silly. Alright, there was something else in those woohoo styles that I wanted him to do. Woohoo styles. Enticingly whisper about restraining Zoe. Let's do that. What does that look like? I'm intrigued. In public, Asher? And then she immediately starts talking to him about the benefits of vegetables. What does this say? Romantic atmosphere. High desire. I kind of feel like I did that just now. I played myself. Alright, cheered to death from listening to a cheerful sim. Cheeriness can often be contagious, but sometimes it can also be painfully grating. Sorry to hear that. Alright, our preferred dynamic from woohoo references. Asher is feeling rather warmed up after hearing his submissive woohoo partners flirting. Submissive? Alright, I'm learning so much. Alright, let's go to the nightclub. I've learned a lot about these two. I still haven't figured out what Asher is super into. I might have to like cheat and go in and look. Because I don't want him to have bad woohoo. I don't want that for him. Alright, Asher's learned about Zoe's video gaming skill that she literally just learned today while you were there. Fantastic. Alright, and here is the nightclub, so we'll head over here. right. And Asher's changed clothes again. We're going to change him right on back. And he wants to have a drink, I think is what that one is over here. Yes, have a drink from being at a nightclub. What does Zoe want? She wants to get a pedicure from being romantic. Well, you're not going to get that from here, sister. Hate to be the one to break it to you. All right, so this place, we've got our DJ here, and we've only got 2 seats at the bar, which is interesting. So I'm just going to have Zoe sit here, and then Asher can sit there. Luscious libation from drinking nectar, so that's from earlier. I'm still kind of annoyed that he felt like he was being cheered to death because she was being so happy when she talked to him. Like, excuse me for being in a good mood. All right, so he's gonna buy her a drink. Order drink for Zoe, of course. She said no. Alright, so then order your own drink then. Like, are you joking? Are you joking, ma'am? Can you not order a drink? Wait, what is going on? He can now no longer order a drink either. We just saw that I could click on that and we could order drinks. Is she about to leave? Is that the problem? Alright, so she wasn't doing her job then. Is she doing it now? She is. So he's just going to order his own drink. Well, I'll try one more time. Order a drink for Zoe. Maybe she'll be in a better mood this time. Now she is. Okay, great. Now she's willing to accept the drink that he orders. And I think it's just going to be whatever her favorite drink is. And we don't know it. So hopefully it's something yummy. A root beer float? You're a grown woman. We're at a bar. Alright, come sit back in your chair. Steady sit. This woman asked for a root beer float. I'm troubled. Alright, now you're going to order a drink for yourself. What's your favorite drink? Let's just order that and figure out what it is. Who's this? Dahlia. Wait, what did she order? What's that? I think that's that Thai milk tea that for some reason is made at a bar. Oh, his favorite drink is also a root beer float. So they are perfect for each other. They're both goofballs that come to the bar and order root beer floats. How fun. What does he want to do? Okay, he wants to get engaged. Let's flirt. Ready for some action. Aren't you always like... It's going to be really hard to keep up with these two. Every time I turn around. Alright, she's finished with her drink. We've got some music going. After he finishes his drink, I think they will go and dance together on the dance floor. It's only 10, so it's still really early. Nice little vibe. Why am I actually dancing in real life right now? Can you please finish that, sir? We have other things to do today. Just drink the root beer float, you adult man baby. What happened that made you sad? What is she doing? Listen to her complain? What are you complaining about? Why are you complaining right now? He didn't get any negative moods from you complaining, did he? No. Okay. So now that we've both finished our drinks, let's come out here and let's dance together. Dance together. Yes, so fun. Dance skill acquired. Let's see what that says. Asher is busting some moves. He just unlocked some new dance moves and can show off the arm charm. What is happening here? What is happening here? What animation is this? Is this PG? Whatever happens after this? I'm guessing so. As her skill increases from dancing to a stereo DJ booth and her practicing in front of a floor mirror, she will gain more moves. Fantastic. I don't know where they went. Where'd they go? Are they still on the dance floor? They're over here, off the dance floor, dancing together. There are definitely randomly generated townies in my game, because that is not... What are we doing? What are we doing, ma'am? You can always tell because their eyes are kind of like really small and their eyebrows are like overly pronounced. Hate this for me. I don't know what is causing that. Look, I think this is a randomly generated. Are you wearing underwear? She has to be randomly generated. I'm annoyed that the game set her up to wear underwear, but also was sure to match the underwear to these ridiculous boots that she's wearing with it. Hate this for me so much. Can y'all... Oh, they are talking while they're dancing, not on the dance floor. He's breaking it down in very embarrassing ways. Alright, so they're doing pretty well. Let's see how we're doing moods-wise, or needs. So good for Zoe, and then actually really good for both of them. Nice. Alright, we've had some drinks. They weren't real, but we had them. Can they make out? Let's see. Passionate makeout. Can we just do a regular makeout? Apparently not. Let's do this passionate makeout. Let's see what that interaction is going to look like. I feel like it's a custom animation of some sort. Host a perfect date. She's looking like, are you sure you want me to do this? Okay, well this isn't bad so far. They look cute. Wait, they're adorable. Yibs. Oh, okay. Literally engulfing faces. This does seem like something that you would do, like, while you're drunk at a nightclub on vacation. Because you don't have to care if other people see you doing this. You're never going to see these people again. And then you go right back to that ridiculous dancing. Alright, well, it is now after midnight, and Zoe now has to use the restroom. So we're going to head back to our rental. Obsessed for making out. All that flirting and smooching was injected into Asher's head, and now he can't get that enticing sim out of his head. Love that. Alright, let's head out. Asher, take us home. Travel with Zoe. Gonna have to remind myself to come in here and get rid of all the randomly generated townies after this episode. I'm guessing that they respawn because I didn't put enough sims in here, but that's not gonna do. Alright, does he like stories? Sure, why not? Stop talking, stop dancing, and head back to your place. Alright, and back to the vacation rental we go. Ooh, Excuse me. I got up at like 4 a.m. and I just randomly decided to film this episode. So, yeah, 4 a.m. is not a good time to be waking up and expecting to be productive. Alright, so we're about an hour and a half in. This one's definitely going to go over 2 hours because I definitely want to get a good portion of tomorrow, and I want to propose before we end the video. I definitely want to do that. Alright, so once we get in here, I'm hoping that our front door works. So a couple of other things to note. Since the last time I filmed this and it didn't record, we couldn't get in the front door, so I had to change the front door out. We also couldn't use the sink in the bathroom, so I've changed out the front door, and there was another similar door, so I changed it out back there as well. And then I changed up the sink area, so hopefully we have resolved the issues that we were experiencing. Zoe does have to use the restroom. I think I want to have Zoe take a pregnancy test, just for my own peace of mind. Take a pregnancy test, Zoe. And Asher, you are actually doing quite well. Why don't you just come in here and get changed into your PJs? Change outfit, and we'll do that one. Okay, so we can get through the front door. That's success. The thing I don't know is if we're going to be able to wash our hands in that sink. I hope that we can. Alright, let's have a look at that pregnancy test, sister. Hopefully it says negative. It does not say negative. It does not say negative. Zoe's pregnant. There's going to be a new addition to this household. I'm so annoyed by this. How? So, if you're not following along with my other series, I do have another series on the channel for my son Elliot. Similar thing happened. The difference was Elliot was on birth control and they used a condom, and somehow Elliot still got pregnant. So someone suggested on one of those videos that there had to have been like a disconnect in my settings, maybe between like the RPO mod and Wicked Whims. I'm going to assume that there's something like that, because how are we still getting pregnant? Now, Zoe is not on birth control, but they both have, at least Asher has condoms in his pockets. He has them in his pockets. I don't think Zoe does, but he does. So he knows better, and he definitely should have used them. All right, do we tell Asher or do we not tell Asher? I'm guessing we tell Asher. Does she need to continue to use the restroom? She does. Let's do that. So now they definitely have to elope. Hate that. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. It is a legacy after all. We do need to procreate. Getting hot in here from having a steamy romance dynamic. Yeah, which has resulted in a pregnancy. Shoes, from wearing shoes indoors. Okay, so I did fix the sink. That's good to know. Alright, I'm just going to have her also brush her teeth while she's in here. And then Asher should be done putting on his PJs, yeah? So Zoe, why don't you come in here and put yours on also? Change outfit. Slow, very, very slow. There we go. That one's fine. And then Asher, just come stand out here and be prepared for the shocking news of the day. Go here. She literally moved in yesterday, y'all. I just want to continue to point that out. But, like, he did get an engagement ring, but, like, come on. All right, Zoe, come out here and tell him this news. News. Complain about share pregnancy news, share big news, share pregnancy news. What's the difference between the two? Share pregnancy news. Let's see how he feels about it. It's like, what do you got there? Oh my god. Is he happy? He's so happy. Yay. Love that. Oh, that went well. I was worried. It has only been a day. He's excited. Can you talk to her belly? Do something with the baby. Woohoo on unconventional object. What? We can do stuff with the baby, right? Say hi to baby. Give 100 simoleons for the baby? What the hell is that gonna do? Oh, this is adorable. He's saying hi to the baby. Oh, and he's kissing the baby. Oh, okay. So I was to say, what are you about to do down there? That's how you ended up in this situation, buddy. Alright, there was other stuff that we could do with the baby. I do want to do those things. What is the other stuff we could do? Decide on preferred baby name. Discuss having a baby through surrogate. Well, that's too late for that. Organize to provide. Say hi to baby. Talk about baby room decoration. Ask preferred baby names. I don't think we've set any of those up, so we're not going to do that now. I think they just tried to woohoo. And I'll let them. It's fine. I forgot they have a steamy romance dynamic, so this is always going to be happening. He still wants to get engaged. What is this moodlet? Clubbing thrill. From clubbing with your partner. Quite addicted to the thrill of clubbing with your partner. Okay, I've never seen that one before. Swooning over crush. Intense lust. Big news from socialization. Ecstatic after hearing about a new family member. And then what's this one? Hello, baby, from saying hi. How are you doing today, my sweet little sunshine? I love Asher. He is such a giant green flag. I'm so glad that he was happy about this situation. All right, well, I guess it's time for a celebratory woohoo then, since that's what you want to do anyway. Does Zoe want to do that as well? I think she did agree before. Swooning over crush. She said yes when he asked. Crush is here. Child on the way. Happy parents. Zoe's partner was delighted to hear about the pregnancy. Completely overjoyed, this child will bring them both so much happiness. Zoe is daydreaming about it all already. Alright, so she doesn't technically, but I do believe that when he asked before, she agreed. He just chose a location that wasn't going to work in the game for whatever reason. So come and woohoo with Zoe. And we will continue to work on what Asher likes and what he doesn't like. Does she still want to get engaged? She doesn't want anything at all in that third category. Alright, we got to be quick about this. So we know that Zoe likes to receive punishment. And we know that Zoe likes to... Why is it not working? Zoe likes to receive commands, and then we're going to let her do an action. She said, she pled for mercy. Asher seems to really like that. Okay, so, but I also know that he likes to be caressed. Asher must have done that really well. Zoe is quite positive. Okay, so I'm going to let her caress him as well, because we know that he has like a romance style that involves like cutesy stuff. Kiss. No reaction at all. Woohoo styles. Oh, okay, well that appears to have gone well. Alright, let's have a look. Did Asher have a good time? Asher's still awake. Let's have him go to sleep. And then, did he have a good time? I can't tell. Woohoo high. Scratched all of... Yes, he did. Okay, so we're learning what Asher's into. We're learning. And did Zoe get the same thing? She did. Okay. And now you want to use protection. How wonderful. How smart of you. Now you use the protection, but not before. that resulted in the pregnancy. So super smart. Thank you, game. Well, at least they had a good time. And we do know that they're getting married, so it's fine. It's fine. So it looks like we have a baby coming up pretty soon. They're going to sleep in, apparently, because we got here pretty late. And it's lottery day, so we're definitely going to play the lottery. Looks like Asher is awake first. Weird things are happening with Asher where he was out of the bed and then he hopped right back into the bed in a very terrifying way. He does want to use the restroom and I want him to do that. So we're going to head on over to the restroom. We're going to let Zoe sleep in a bit. And I think now that she's pregnant, Asher's going to be a really good future fiance, and he's going to make Zoe something to eat. He's going to be a really good boyfriend right now. He's going to make sure she's well taken care of. I still don't remember what we did though to help him. What is this? What does he have going on here? Wild and Orange, married for money, and then What to Say from Crush, but he's still really happy about the baby. Alright, buddy, let's wrap this up. Make for breakfast. Why is my game lagging? What is going on here? What's happening? We're on a teeny tiny lot. Don't play with me, game. Alright, what can he make? What does he know how to make? We'll come over here to the stove. Let's boil the kettle. Boil kettle. And then let's look at what our food options are. I think he might be like a level 1 cooking, which is not great. Breakfast. Pancakes and toasts. Can he make anything in this category? He can make avocado toast with salmon. He can make a grand breakfast with waffles and honey brick toast. Let's do the avocado toast with salmon. Let's do a family size serving. And it looks like Zoe is now awake. I'll have her use the restroom as well. Come on in here, sister. And you can use this restroom. And then I think I want her to work on her yoga while Asher is fishing this morning. We're just going to spend a little bit of time hanging out at the lake house. And somehow there's a surface under there for him to prepare the breakfast on. Love that. All right, so she wants to take a selfie from being pregnant. We will allow her to do that. She wants to chat with a friend for an hour. No, not going to be doing that. A new life within from pregnancy. Sometimes Zoe is overwhelmed with delight at the feeling of her baby growing within. She can't wait for it to be born. So now the question is, do we wait until after the baby is born to elope to Tartosa? Or do we treat it sort of like a baby moon where they go while she's like heavily pregnant, they elope, and then they spend a couple of days like hanging out on the beach and like doing super fun stuff. Are you still cooking, Asher? Okay, he is still cooking. Great. What's this? How fresh from upgraded fridge. The ingredients look, smell, and feel fresh. Fantastic. So happy for you. Alright, she has a lot more moodlets going on. Starving, morning sickness from pregnancy. Zoe woke up feeling violently ill, as if something was pushing her insides all around. On the same side, with similar pregnancy wishes, what a joy to be in the company of one's partner when they share one's delight in a pregnancy and upcoming birth. So she can actually come in here and make herself some tea. So since she's got some pregnancy sickness going on, maybe like I don't know, like a green tea? Does that help with those situations? I don't think it does. What's a tea that's supposed to be helpful for an upset stomach? Is it mint tea, maybe? I'm not a good person to, I don't know. Alright, so she's making that. Asher is going to take 2 servings. And I'm going to just have him place those down. Excuse me, in this dining room. They're going to eat together. So here, and oh, he didn't pick up the other one yet. That's fine. There. And then Zoe, I'm waiting for her to grab her tea. Are you gonna grab the tea, Zoe? Zoe? Zoe, grab the tea. Drink the tea. Come and sit here. Asher, make yourself a coffee. I think we decided he liked dark roast. And once he's made, he's at level 2 cooking. So it says he learned the recipes for eggs and toast, BLT chips and salsa, and fish and tacos. He also learned a cool new combo, add trick move. Drink. Okay, so then you're ready as well. Come and sit. And you eat. And you eat. And I feel like he wants to talk more about the baby. He's probably really excited. He seemed like he was really excited. Wait, what was that? There was something in blue that I can't make out. I didn't look. I didn't pay attention. And of course now it's gone. Call Zoe pet. Leave her alone right now, Asher. Stop the silliness. Baby. Say hi to baby. Organize to provide. I think that actually seems like a really good idea because she might need those assurances. Like, they haven't gotten engaged yet. So she might not know, like, what his plans are. And that didn't go well. Why did that go badly? Did he get a moodlet to explain why they went badly? Did she? Nostalgia from discussing family traditions. No one got any moods from that. Okay, so it's 10. It's actually kind of late. So I do want Asher to get dressed, and I want him to go out and start doing some fishing. So let's come over here. And today he is going to wear, change outfit. We'll go with this one. We'll go with that one. And then Asher, come on out here and do some fishing. And then Zoe, clean up the dinner or the breakfast dishes. It's only fair. Asher did cook for you this morning. Let's clean that up. Gotta sneeze, just 1 second. All right. So once she cleans that up, is she actually using the dishwasher? I forgot. My Sims never use the dishwasher, even when I have them on lot. All right. So we are going to put that food away. And then let's grab an athletic outfit for Zoe. We will go with change outfit. We haven't done this one. It's kind of chilly, so maybe we'll do this one. And then I want her to come out here, maybe in a different area of the beach where she's not like near Asher. And I want her to just come lay out her yoga mat and do like an energy concentrating or a mind focusing routine, because I'm sure she's got all kinds of stuff just running through her mind right now. She certainly was not expecting to become pregnant, like literally the day after she moved in with her new boyfriend. I know that would really freak me out for sure. All right, so let's place this in world. Asher just caught a seed-shaped gemstone. All right, Zoe, let's do a yoga routine. Let's do an energy center, mind concentrating. That's what I said we were going to do. And then let's check in with Asher and see what he's up to. He's doing quite well. He's in a great mood. He's not a care in the world over here. And we're going to make sure that we get some lottery tickets as well before the day ends. How much is this worth? 0 simoleons. Lovely. Reach wellness level 2. Zoe can now discuss cognitive focusing methods and bake sugar-free carob coconut cake. She can perform the boat pose in yoga, teach yoga class, host guided meditation, and 10 massage tables and massage chairs. So we picked up another side hustle. We probably will never do that though, because I'm pretty sure that that's a part, or maybe all, of what we're going to be doing for the next generation. Oh, you hear the seagulls? That's so nice. This just seems like it would be really relaxing. It's unfortunate that Asher's not catching more fish. Oh, that's the other thing. We need to switch his aspiration over. Back to angling ace. I think it still counts. So he's up to 7 total hours of fishing. He caught a tilapia worth 33 simoleons. And Zoe is still enjoying her yoga on the beach. This looks so relaxing. Not a good thing to be doing while pregnant, sister. Maybe we need to do, is family friendly the appropriate one for her to be doing while she's pregnant? We'll have to try that next time. She does look super cute though, I'll say that. The lack of flexibility is killing me. Alright, when she finishes this up, I think I will have her brush her teeth because I forgot to have them do that this morning. I think I want Asher to get all the way to 10 hours so that we can just move on to angling ace level 2. You got a guppy worth 6 simoleons. And do you hear? Oh, this is so peaceful. Look at that. That's so beautiful. And you can hear like the sound of the waves. Probably, maybe not because I'm talking so much. But, oh, and of course, one of our friends would ruin this moment. This is so serene. Alright, she's feeling very focused, which I think is really good, all things considered. Alright, let's put this back in our inventory. And she doesn't really have anything that she needs to do. She's all good for work until we get back home tomorrow. We'll come back into our rental. Asher just caught a waffle cone, the llama corn talking toy. I mean, okay. Where is the bathroom is over here. So yeah, come on in here. And do you need a shower? You don't, but you did do some yoga. So let's take a shower anyway. And let's take a regular shower, and then we will also brush your teeth. And while she's doing that, actually, let's get her changed into her outfit for the day. And then while she's doing all of that, we'll check out Asher and see what he's up to with the fishing. Today she's gonna wear this one. And then Asher's having the time of his life out here. He's doing his favorite thing. He loves the outdoors. It's fresh air. Sims that love the outdoors love being outside. You think? Alright, so it looks like he's really close to checking off 2 things on his soul's journey, especially the becoming a parent one. That's definitely about to happen. He wants to spend a full day outside. I feel like we did that when we went camping. Why is that still here? Alright, so we've got 2 more hours of fishing to do. And even though his view is not, or like what he's doing is not as cool as what Zoe's doing, or was doing with the yoga on the beach, this is still a really good view for fishing. And he's catching stuff. He caught a minnow worth 12 simoleons. Zoe is brushing her teeth, so I'm guessing that she finished her shower. She did, good for her. She needs to use the restroom, so I'll have her do that in just a second here. Actually, she can do that without me. And she's hungry again, so love that. Absolutely adore pregnant Sims. Well, he's starting to get hungry again too. Maybe we'll go back to that restaurant and have some lunch before our date. I do have like a cute date planned for them before he proposes. definitely some things going to be changing up about how that works, though, now that Zoe is pregnant. Oh, Zoe. Zoe wants children and is happy to know one is on their way. Well, good for you. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. I just want to get to the 10 hours. We're close. We're at 9 of 10. So then that should move us to level 2 of the angling ace. He caught a grape in a special box. Okay. I don't remember what's at the next level or if it's going to be particularly complicated for us to get out. Someone did remind me in the comments. Zoe earned 120 simoleons on her day off. Someone did remind me in the comments that Asher needs to start working on his handiness skill. I'm guessing because one of the fish that we need to catch is in Oasis Springs, in that like one hidden area that we need handiness to get into. Alright, so we're now on level 2. We need to catch 5 fish using bait. We need to make 6 great catches, and we need to achieve level 6 of the fishing skill. So we're at 4 right now. And I'm going to assume the higher up we get in the skill, the easier it's going to be to make great catches. So we're actually just going to stop fishing for now. It's about 3 p.m. A little bit before. Anytime you want to stop, pal. Alright, so I think I want him to do a couple of things. I want him to sign up for another gig. I definitely want him to do that. Because now we have a baby on the way, so like it's all the more reason for us to be working a little bit on this. Zoe, what are you doing? Come and have a seat. She's uncomfortable because she's having a food craving. Rich food, greasy pizza, cheese, loaded mashed potatoes. Oh, you're doing way too much. Oh, so early for you to be doing so much. All right, so he's gonna come inside, and you were just touching really disgusting fish, so let's wash your hands. And then after we do that, I want him to get another gig for his career, his second career, as a freelance writer. Let's check for gigs. We're gonna look for something that's gonna make us a bunch of money. What do we have here? Nothing that makes us a bunch of money. We have a really important guy here for 4,385 simoleons. I need someone to write about me, like a biography. I've done some cool stuff in my life, and people really, really need to know about it. My accomplishments are many and numerous, so like, come and write about me. The thing is, that's just what he did. He just did that. So I'm going to wait until tomorrow in game and see if we can't find some better opportunities. Meanwhile, here's Zoe's outfit for today. She looks super adorable. What do we have wants-wise? Zoe wants to host a perfect date. And I guess we could technically do that. I don't feel like setting up a whole date though. Let's do our lottery ticket. Is the lottery under home? I don't think it is. Where is the lottery ticket? Under social? Why do I not know this? Like, I've played this game for many years now. I should know where the lottery ticket is. Shopping? That doesn't make any sense. No, I guess it does. Purchase lottery ticket for 100 simoleons. And then I'll have Asher do the same. Why is that her phone? Her phone shouldn't be black. I thought her phone was like a different color. I'm gonna fix that. I don't like it. Zoe's phone. Cover. Background. Cover. I thought her cover was like one of these. Was it this one? Yeah, I think that's the one she had. Alright, so hopefully that doesn't revert back again. She's already hungry. Why is she sad? Mood swings sad from pregnancy. The slightest things are making Zoe want to cry. Hormones all out of whack, probably. Alright, and she's hungry again already. So, Asher, can you make some lunch? And then maybe you guys will go a little bit later to our planned activity. What can you make? You're still kind of learning this thing. Can you make her? She didn't want a salad, even though the thing has gone away. The craving. I still want to make sure that we're feeding her something that she wants to eat. So let's go. Not fish and seafood. Nobody wants that when they're pregnant all the time. All right. Why can he make beef Wellington with a level 2 skill? Is that how that works? Franken beans, we know how that went the last time. High energy protein plate. That seems like something Zoe would like. She likes protein. Let's do a family size serving of that. She's an exercisey person. Made that up. Not a word. Alright, Zoe, you just sit tight. Are you good? Do you need to use the restroom? Everything's great. She is a little tired. We're probably going to have to do a sleep replacement for Zoe because I did not plan for her to be pregnant on this trip. We're getting right around the 2-hour mark, so I think after Zoe has this meal, we will do our date. Oh, it's going in the oven. Okay, what are we making again? I forgot what I told him to make. Oh, the high energy protein plate, yes. Whenever you're ready, buddy. It says you're done. What's the deal? Why is this direct? Okay, I don't know what's happening there, but I'm not a huge fan. All right, there's that. And we're going to be a really good boyfriend, and we're going to take this to the dining room table for Zoe. We're just going to take it over there for her so that she can eat. All right, Zoe. Come enjoy this. Eat high protein plate. And maybe that will help her with her mood swing. Oh, she's like, I don't want to eat it over there. I want to eat it in here. Okay, then. Whatever works for you. Does she have enough for a sleep replacement? Let me see. We haven't really fulfilled much. She's only got 520 points. How much is a sleep replacement? Let's see. I know it's more than 100. And I'm pretty sure it's more than most of those. Sleep replacement 400. She's barely got enough. We'll grab it. And then after she finishes her high energy protein plate, we are absolutely going to drink that sleep replacement, and then we're going to head out. She's taking a really, really long time to get through this. Really long time, Zoe. Anytime now. Let's speed that. Alright, 648. Asher earned 648 simoleons on his day off. So we're up to 27, mostly because of the book that he finished yesterday. And she's just going to keep that plate in her inventory. Let's drink that. That should fix that right on up. That's good enough. Alright, so let's take both of those dishes and let's trash those. Excuse me. And she's going to clean those in the bathroom. Clean that one as well, please. And then when she's done with that, I'm going to have Asher prepare them to travel. They're going to be doing they're going to a paint and zip, but it's going to be a lot less zip now that Zoe is pregnant. They're just going to go paint and hang out together. And then I think after that, I'm going to have Asher propose. Is she all done with both of the dishes? She is. All right, Asher. So you come over here and you go to your phone. What's this? Emotionally mindful. And we're going to travel. Who is outside of our rental, like this close? Who's this? I don't know who that is. All right, so once they start loading into the paint and zip lot, I'm going to take a super quick restroom break. So we're right over here at the cork and canvas. I'm going to confirm and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I actually forgot to have Asher change before we left. This is not the outfit that I want him to be wearing when he proposes. So let's grab that. What is this? He's thinking about the baby and like holding hands or something, or holding the baby maybe. No, you I think are perfect. I want Asher to change. And I want him to change into this little cute outfit. He's dressing up for the occasion. And Elle is not doing great. Alright, let's put this back in Elle's inventory. Can we? Yes, there we go. Alright, Asher, did you change? Why did I put it back before he was changed? Asher, this is not the outfit I told you to put on. Change your outfit to this one. Thank you. Alright, now we'll put this in Zoe's inventory. Alright, so this is a lot. We've got a little bar here. We've got like some hangout spots. And then we have back here areas for painting. Now I thought about having like someone do lessons, like painting lessons, but I didn't want to get too businesses and hobbies with it, so I'll leave that for now. But what I would like is for these two to just come in here and sit down and just kind of like unwind for a bit. Who's calling you? Good grief, these two. All right, come and sit together. Zoe's feeling very flirty. Asher's feeling very inspired. He's still thinking about the fact that he has to get married in 7 days. Now he's flirty too. Alright, so everyone's feeling great. She's still having a bit of a mood swing. I do want them to talk a little bit more about the baby. I kind of feel like we should just continue to do that because that's such huge news. And if I were having a baby, I definitely would want to talk about that so much. so much. Designer bag. Why are we giving her a designer bag? Decide on a preferred baby name per birth gender. Agree to cycle-based pregnancy prevention. Well, that didn't work. You should have agreed to that before. What else can we do? Say hi to baby, you did that. Give $100 for baby. Okay, so we can't do anything else with the baby. Let's just have a deep conversation. I think that makes sense. Assure her that this is going to go well. Why can't I spell? E. Deep conversation. Share deeply personal thoughts. Let's do that instead. She's basically telling him, if we're having a baby, we're getting a house cleaner. I'm not going to be able to do all that. He wants to catch a fish using bait. We can absolutely do that. Does she want to do anything else? She wants to chat with a non-household sim. No. We're having a private absolutely not. Are you coming over here flirty? You're going to have to go immediately. MC cheats. Makes him leave. She's flirting with that lady over there. Why didn't you stay over there and keep talking to her? She wants to get engaged to Asher, and Asher wants to have a drink. Fantastic. Can you kiss from here? Talk about fantasies. This is not the time, Asher. You've done enough. Romance, physical intimacy, kiss. Meanwhile, he's walking around with several fish in his pockets. Asher's reached level 4 in the romance skill. Here comes someone else. Alright, we're gonna leave. This appears to be a randomly generated townie. Your outfit is absurd. Asher can now perform seductive dance anywhere and tender neck kiss with other Sims. At level 4, Asher can also discuss life together with lovers and express interest. I want him to discuss his life with Zoe right now. That sounds great. Discuss. Adopting a child, you don't need to do that. Discuss adopting a child. Where's the option to discuss life together? You just told me that I had that. Discuss safe word and boundaries. We already talked about that. Insemination and surrogacy. What? Okay, so we cannot do that. You just told me I could do it, and now I can't. I'm gonna try and see if I type in life, if it comes up. Talk about life together. There we go. I think this is the perfect time to be talking about our life together, even with this ridiculous sim hanging out next to us on this sofa. Alright. That's enough chatting. Let's come on in here and let's do some painting. Let's come paint together. They're both in a flirty mood, so let's do a flirty painting. We will have Asher do a flirty painting here, and we will have Zoe do a flirty painting here. What is happening? Okay. Everyone's in a great mood. I'm happy this went so well. Let's see what they paint. Meanwhile, this lady is randomly turning. Why is there a TV in here? Turn that off. Watch her turn it right back on. The afterlife can be tough. Come tell the local bartender all about it and enjoy some discounted libations. It's ghost night. I thought I turned that off. Why do I have a ghost night in my game? Acquired the painting skill. Zoe's new skill in painting will allow her to create beautiful canvas artwork. The higher the skill level, the more advanced shapes she can paint. I think Asher already had the painting skill because he was an arts major. So it made sense in my mind that he would have all the creative stuff. They're making the same thing. So it is like a true paint and sip. They're using the same photo as reference. Love this. I'm going to assume that that's a coincidence, but it's a really pretty picture. Oh no, he didn't have the painting skill. I was almost positive that I'd given it to him. Alright, so his is worth 259 simoleons and hers is worth 257, so his is slightly better. And what's this? Feeling protective from adoring someone nearby. When Asher is around someone he adores, he wants to protect them and keep them safe. I may actually be falling in love with Asher, like in real life. That's wild. Oh, that is so adorable. I love that so much. Put that in your inventory. And then you come over here and you put yours in your inventory as well. I love these Sims. They're so stinking cute. I do want her to want to get engaged. Try for baby. You're actively pregnant. You sound crazy. I'm hoping for them to have the want. She wants to be friendly with him. Okay, come be friendly with him. What's that gonna look like? Be enticing, ask to marry due to having child together? I don't want you to do that. Friendly. Excuse me. Didn't get a chance to mute that time. Discuss interests. I'm hoping for her and him both to get the want to get engaged, but no one's getting it. Notification wall full. Of course, when I need them to do it. All right, he wants to get engaged to Zoe. Perfect. Can she get it as well? I'll just try one more time. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Now she has nothing at all. Okay. Let's go outside. We're gonna have a private moment over here by this fountain. Let's go here together. She's feeling very playful. Absolutely not. From guessing what the baby looks like. While talking about how their baby might look, they joked that the baby might resemble a certain someone in the family. You know, I don't, because neither of you have a family. And she's also now, oh my goodness, is she one of those people, like when she's pregnant she's like super freaky all the time? Is that what we're experiencing here? This is such a beautiful spot for an engagement. Is she already thinking about wedding bells? Does she know what's about to happen? All right, Asher, you come over here. This is such a beautiful location. I'm gonna try to get a picture of this. All right, so Asher is going to declare love publicly. Profess undying love. Profess undying love. Sure, let's do that. This is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful place for an engagement. All right. Now we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, he wants to kiss her cheek. That's fine. You can do that. Okay. All right. And they're hugging. This is, oh, perfect moment. Perfect moment. Perfect moment. And look how she's feeling about him right now. This is going so well. They want to embrace. Okay. They're doing this all on their own. They're making this so easy for me. And she's caressing his face. She is in such a good mood. Everyone's in such a good mood. Let's do it right now. We're going to propose to Zoe. Passionate kiss. Asked to stop using woohoo protection. What woohoo protection? Clearly didn't use any. Stop being silly. Propose. All right, I'm actually going to stop this in the middle because I want a picture. Uh-oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. What a beautiful moment. This is so nice. I want a picture. I want a picture. Let's get a picture. I don't like that Asher's plumb bob is in here, so let's get rid of that. Hold on. Headline effects off. And how beautiful. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get another one where her hand is not going through her sweatshirt or her sweater. Apparently I can't. It all happened so fast. All right, let's try. Let's at least get a picture of her putting the ring on. She's making a ridiculous face, but it's fine. We'll take a picture of this. And we'll definitely take a picture of this. She looks like she's missing a neck entirely, and that's a little bit weird, but we'll go with that. Fine. There we go. And now they're kissing, and she is jumping in his lap, even though that seems very unsafe, or in his arms. He's like, you're heavy already. Okay, Asher just got engaged to Zoe. Okay, so, oh, she's gotta go to the bathroom. All right, what do I wanted them to do something. I wanted them to take a couple selfie. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That is not what I wanted to do. All right, so let's come back here and let's go to our camera, and we're going to take a photo with Zoe Patel. And I'm going to try to get, because I have like some engagement photos in here, I'm going to try to get them. Look how stinking cute. Take photo. And let's change the pose. Okay, that's cute. Not what we want to go for here, but I still like it. Cute. None of these are the, here we go, but she doesn't have a ring on yet. All right, we have to do this again in a few minutes after we put a ring on her hand. Love them. All right, so we need to give Zoe a ring. Let's go into Kaz and do that now, actually. Let's see what moodlets they got from getting engaged. Engaged from engagement. These Sims are engaged to be wed, save the date. And he's always horny. My God, you have a problem. You have a serious problem, and she is too. Everyone has a problem. Engaged from engagement. Fantastic. And what's this? Ring bling from engagement ring. Don't be alarmed. That's just Zoe's ring blaring in the sunlight, exclaiming to all the world that she is definitely taken. Fantastic. So let's actually, what's this? Shared enthusiasm from discussing happy pregnancy. Okay, so we're going to go into Kaz with Zoe, and we're going to give her a wedding ring or an engagement ring. Let's go commands, modifying Kaz. This is actually not taking as much time as I thought. We are now at like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So not that long. We're going to wrap it up pretty soon here. All right. So let's see. Zoe's a classy lady, and I feel like Mitchell and Gavin would have picked out a really, really nice ring for her. Something really sweet. So let's see what we've got. I do like these rings down here. I feel like she would do like a really traditional cut. I like the idea of what just happened to your hand. Oh, I like the idea of this one, but that has a wedding band on it as well. Do I have the version without one? Is it this? Yes, this one. We'll go with that. And we'll do silver, and we will add that to all of your outfits. And let's click OK. That was a fast decision. We made that decision really quickly. And then now I'm going to have Asher pull out his camera. We're going to take pictures again. We're going to try to get a bigger one, and we're going to try to get the one with the ring again that we just got. But now with Zoe's ring on. Very excited about this, as you can tell, I'm sure. We're finally making some moves towards, like, even though Asher still has a ways to go on his generation, we're finally making some moves towards like an heir potentially. Very exciting. And then I have to make sure that I save so that my game doesn't like crap the bed. That would be devastating. All right, so we're gonna try one more time. We're gonna have Asher grab his camera, and we are going to take a photo with Zoe Patel. What's this? Go to lodging. Absolutely not. I think I clicked on that by accident. And I think we're going to give Zoe a little bit of help here because I don't want her to use the restroom on herself, and we have things to do. All right, so now we have the ability to make the photo bigger, which I definitely want to do for sure. And this is a really important night to remember. We're going to want to remember this for the rest of the time that they're together. Can I just, there we go. There it is. At least that's one of them. Let's take 2 of those. And then there was another one. Oh, that's so cute. That's not it, but like, I like it. The phone's in the picture. This is the other one, but like her watch is doing weird stuff in it, so we're not gonna do that one. There's one other one I thought. Or did I make that up? Did I envision that there's another one? That's the one we already took. I must have envisioned that there was another one. I made it up. It doesn't exist, apparently. I feel like I've cycled through everything a million times. If it was going to be here, I would have found it by now. All right. Well, that's a bummer. I don't know why I thought there was a different one before. We'll save this one. And that one's too casual. We just had such a beautiful moment together. We'll do this one. All right. So we've got some pictures of the night that we got engaged. Zoe's not feeling great, and she does have to use the restroom, so we're going to head back. Also, they always want to woohoo. I'm going to let them woohoo. I feel like there's been a lot of woohooing in this series, and remind me to say no in the future when they say that they want to have a steamy romance dynamic, because that is definitely part of the problem here. I'm sure of it. All right, back to our rental. And I think I had planned on them having like a glass of champagne to celebrate. We can't do that now, but that had been my plan before. Whenever you're ready, game. It seems like the longer I play, the longer the loading screens are. Maybe that's normal? I don't know. Alright, so I think I'm going to let her use the restroom, and then they're just going to woohoo. They're not going to change clothes or anything. Come use this restroom. Is Asher okay? There's only one bathroom in here. He's not okay. He has to use the restroom worse than she does. And she's going to be tired. So I'm going to have her use the restroom, and then I'm going to have her just come and sit here. We're not napping together. And Asher is just waiting patiently for the opportunity to use the restroom. He's definitely going to allow the pregnant lady to go first, and that's fair. A mix of us from guessing who the baby looks like. It's safe to imagine the baby will be a perfect mix of us. I don't know why, like, seeing all of this stuff is making me so excited about this baby. And this feeling protective is so adorable. It's just so stinking adorable. I love it so much. All right, Asher, you can actually start heading in here to use this restroom. She'll be done by the time you get done. So they've both done their lottery tickets. I think I've done all of the like stuff that I need to do from a Sims perspective as far as keeping them happy. Let's put this in here. And then he is going to use that restroom. And I think when he's done with that, he's just going to come straight in here and they're going to woohoo. Woohoo, Zoe. Want to woohoo all the time anyway, so that's fine. Intense lust from high desire. So much lust makes you uncomfortable. It would be wise to find a way to release this tension. And Zoe is feeling the same way for 5 hours. So hopefully after y'all woohoo, you will stop feeling this way. And she'll be in her second trimester in 2 days. What's this? Smooth talker from having a crush. Okay, and she wants to stay happy for 4 hours and have a drink. Well, you can't do that. So sorry to tell you. Asher should be on his way in because she has stood up in preparation for his arrival. Yay! 3rd woohoo of the episode. My goodness. These Sims are some freaks. Alright, and I know that if we don't do this every time, it's not going to go well. Ask for commands. Ask for punishment. Caress. He likes that. Let Asher do an action. Say partner's name. Plead for mercy. She likes to have her give punishment. Grab neck. Where's that? She likes that. Why am I remembering these Sims like woohoo preferences? Let Zoe do an action. Use safe word. Oh. It's alright. Let's make sure you're okay. We're stopping. Alright. That's fine. Alright. Okay. She wanted to use a safe word. And she's sleeping now. And Asher needs to go to sleep as well. And He's getting out of the bed to do that for some reason. That's my jam from Interactive Woohoo. Things get extra heated up when Asher acts according to his woohoo styles without a negative reaction. Okay, did she enjoy it? That's my yes. And what's this? Woohoo stop sign from using safe word. Things went a little too far, but Zoe and her partner communicated about it and they are safe together. This is very in-depth. This is a very in-depth mod. Okay, let's go to sleep like I asked you to do. I'm glad that he's a caring partner. That's really nice. All right. So it's 1 a.m. This is the last night of our vacation. I think when we pick up the next episode, we'll just be back in Oasis Springs. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Asher and Zoe are officially engaged, and also they are with child. So we are going to, let me know if you want to do like all the pregnancy stuff. Like if you want to go to the hospital and you want to get ultrasounds and you want to like do the interactive birth and classes and all those other things. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that. I don't know if we'll do it for every single baby, especially if they end up having quite a few of them, but I think like the first baby of every generation, it would be nice to go through the whole process. But let me know what y'all think. And definitely leave any helpful hints or tips that you've got in the comments. That has been super helpful for me. I'm also open to all of your suggestions, so leave those as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That stuff really helps out with YouTube's algorithm and getting my videos out to a broader audience. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.